MSI Claw 8 AI Plus with Intel Lunar Lake will be coming soon. AMD Krackan Point memory support has been revealed. And lastly, alleged PlayStation 5 Pro design has leaked out. Announcement soon. Okay, so firstly we have Lowet.net reporting this MSI Claw 8 AI Plus to get bigger battery, extra Thunderbolt 4 ports. So let's look into the image here. Of course, this is an interesting image. It looks similar to the, of course, the MSI Claw that exists right now. You can buy it already. But this is the next iteration of MSI Claw, and this time they're going for the Lunar Lake architecture from Intel. So as you can see, more in-depth picture of this, looking like it is following the same design as the MSI Claw, so not bad. We also have a slide that compares both of these, which is the Claw 8 AI Plus, and it seems like, of course, Lunar Lake supports AI, so obviously they are going with that naming scheme, so it kind of makes sense. The CPU that they're using is unknown, however, we can already guess what they're gonna be utilizing. First, we can see in the initial Claw version, we have the Core Ultra 7 155H, so my guess would be they will be utilizing the Lunar Lake Core Ultra 7, probably. That is completely my guess. And design wise, there's a bit of a difference. You can already tell this one looks a bit thicker rather than slimmer. You can already tell the screen is much bigger, coming with 8 inches, which is 16x10 aspect ratio, which is FHD plus, not only FHD with the plus. So we can already tell it's going to be a better screen. The rest of the things will remain same, 120 Hz, 500 nits, and IPS level. So remains completely the same. As for the I/O, we have extra Thunderbolt 4. As you can see, 2 times Thunderbolt 4 versus 1 times Thunderbolt 4. So clearly they're adding another Thunderbolt 4 port. And this time around, they're going to be utilizing MSI Center M2.0 rather than the old 1.0 version. And the battery life has been extended to 80 watt-hour versus 53 watt-hour. So that is an improvement there. And as you can see, it says powered by Intel Core Ultra processors codenamed Lunar Lake. So definitely they're going to be going for the Intel Core Ultra 7 processor from the Lunar Lake architecture, if we have to compare the previous version, of course. And yeah, the rest of the things have already been explained. It's just that one particular thing, which is cooler boost hyperflow with 2 fans and 2 pipes, and revolutionary intraflow thermal design to drive full performance at optimal temperatures. So we can already guess the temperature will be improved. So yeah, hopefully this particular MSI Claw would be better, because the current version of the MSI Claw doesn't really outperform the Asus ROG Ally or even anyone that is utilizing the Z1 Extreme or the AMD APUs, because you know Intel Core Ultra 7 155H isn't really that great in terms of performance. So yeah, it's not gonna be performing well anyway, but hopefully MSI Claw 8 utilizing the Lunar Lake architecture can deliver some good performance. Hoping for that. And next up we have some interesting information coming from Weibo Forum, and this is what we get here about the Krackan Point APUs, which is gonna be the mainstream APUs from AMD. And we have some information that it's gonna be supporting LPDDR5X 8000 MHz, not 6000, but 8000, similar to the Strix Halo, not the Strix Point, because we already know that Strix Point has a support of 7500 in terms of LPDDR5X, and for DDR5 it's 5600. But for Krackan Point it is slightly higher, which is LPDDR5X 8000, similar to Strix Halo. So basically video cards have put up a good spec list here, which, as I said, suggests the same thing, which is the Krackan Point. Krackan will be mainstream APU coming with LPDDR5X 8000. All the information has been leaked already, so you can just look into it. But this is a new information that we are getting here. As I said, similar to the Strix Halo, and Strix Point's getting a little bit, and compared to Strix Point, it is a little bit higher when it comes to LPDDR5X, of course. And not to mention, the leak also suggests that it will be utilizing Zen 5 and Zen 5 C cores, basically big dot little design, where the big cores will be utilizing Zen 5 cores and the smaller cores will be utilizing Zen 5 C cores. So yeah, quite fascinating here that Krackan Point will be utilizing the similar style of architecture as the Strix Halo or Strix Point, but the slight difference is that Strix Point utilized 4 times Zen 5 and 8 times Zen 5 C cores, but Krackan Point will be utilizing 4 times Zen 5 and 4 times Zen 5 C core, so less core count we're looking at. Not sure why, but yeah, they are going less core count. Not only that, even the GPU core is gonna be less, which is 8 CUs versus 16 CUs. So yeah, they're downgrading for whatever reason. But I guess this is for a mainstream APU, so it makes sense because Strix Point is a premium one. So yeah, it's gonna be lower powered, so we'll see how they stack up when they do get released. Next up from Deal Labs, we got this information about the next PS5 Pro launch, and not only the launch, the design has also been leaked. So this is the particular design. Of course, it's a sketch design, not exactly the whole design we're looking at, but yeah, it is quite interesting that this particular design was somewhat leaked before, but not quite the same, because you can clearly tell the fins are the newer addition to this design, because the middle fins are thick in this one, which clearly suggests that it wasn't the case in the previous designs or the previous guesses that we get to see. So this particular design is for the PS5 Slim, and as you can tell, the middle fin is much thicker than the usual, and the whole PS5 Pro will be even thicker than the PS5 Slim, which is kind of expected because more hardware, meaning it requires more space to even cool it down, because you know the SoC will be double the performance of the PS5. And also it suggests that there's not gonna be any kind of disc, I'm guessing. Probably they're gonna do the same thing as PS5 Slim, just like detaching another disk drive. So yeah, that is gonna be the case. But as for PS5 Pro, how they're gonna do that is gonna be, I guess, similar to that. But question is, will they do it? Because in this particular design, we don't see any detachable discs. So will there be 2 versions of PS5 Pro, or they're gonna go with this particular design and have only one? We'll see about that. So there's one more information that we have to look into, is that Sony is planning to basically announce this PS5 Pro in the first half of 2024. Exactly. First half of 2024 is literally a couple of days left. So we will be seeing an announcement which is anticipated about the PS5 Pro. So let's see if they really launch the PS5 Pro in this year or the next year. Probably the next year, but the launch date should be announced soon enough. Now, of course, if you really look into the spec list here, it did change a lot, because clearly it's a huge change, because this is gonna be very much a next gen console, you could say that. So they're still sticking with AMD Zen 2, which is kind of sad, but it is what it is. They're not going to be changing that anytime soon. But it's still, the CPU looks very old in my opinion, so they should have gone for something like at least Zen 3. But Zen 2 is like yeah, it's a pretty weak in terms of processing, but again, most of the titles, most of the games are optimized for that, so should be good. So they're gonna stick with 8 core 16 threads. The CPU clock, however, goes higher, which is 3.85 GHz compared to 3.5, and of course the GPU, they have enhanced it using the RDNA 3 and a fusion of RDNA 4 RT. Basically, they're utilizing the ray tracing cores of RDNA 4 that hasn't been released yet, but probably will. And as you can tell, the GPU is close to double, which is 18 times 2, which is 36, but it's 30 WGP, which is 60 CUs in general. And the GPU clock goes higher, which is 2.35 versus 2.23. So considering the FP32 performance, we're looking at 33.5 to 6.1 teraflops versus 10 teraflops, which is a crazy uplift in terms of performance. So this better be really good. And even the memory speed is going higher, which is 18 Gbps, because you have to counter it somehow. Now the question would be, what would be the price? My guess, they're gonna price a bit higher, maybe not the double the price of $399 or $499, but you know, currently it is $399, so I'm guessing they won't price that double. So my best guess would be $600. Again, that is completely my guess, so that doesn't really matter. So we'll see when it releases, of course. So yeah, stay tuned for more information when the PS5 Pro launches, of course.